Today I'm going to show you how to make this bulletin cover, which is very typographical instead of image-based. First, when the new document tab comes up, you're going to put it into inches, and we're going to make it 5.5 inches by 11.5, and that is half of the regular bulletin that we've made before, with it being 11 inches by 8.5 inches. And then you're going to press OK, and this is what we have to work with. So I'm going to take all of this off of here. Alright, so now we have a blank slate, and I'm first going to show you how to make the outer part the border for the bulletin. So you're going to go to this square tool, and you're going to make where you want your border to be with this tool. And then I'm going to go to Edit and Colors. This little box will come up, and you can really choose any colors you want to. I wouldn't really go with any of these colors that are right here, just because they're going to be very bright and very basic and make it look unprofessional. So we're going to go to New, and you can really pick any color you want here. You can slide anything to make it more intense, whatever works for you. I already made this color, so I'm just going to press OK. And then we're going to go down to the Colors tab. Make sure that your Properties window is open. So you go to Windows and Properties to open that up. We're going to scroll down to the color that we just made. We're going to go back and press None because we don't want the whole thing filled in. And then we're going to go to this paintbrush tool. And if you scroll down to your color, it's going to lightly outline it. Now to make the line thicker, we're going to go to Line. And instead of using the arrows right here, I would just kind of guesstimate how big you want it to be and type in those dimensions, because if you do this, it gets really big really fast. So now we have it approximately the same thickness as it was before, and I'm just going to use my arrow keys and my mouse and just adjust it and just eyeball it and make sure that's even on each side. So now I'm going to show you how to make this part right here with the text. So basically you're just going to take the text tool and make your first text box and double click so that you can write in there. You want to choose some type of Bible verse that doesn't have that many words. This is obviously not all of Matthew 16:18, but just a little blurb so that you have multiple words that you can stack on top of each other and not sentences. So I have this, and I'm going to go to text, and I already know which text I want to use. Alright. So I chose Buttercup, which I got off of Font, and I'm just making it bigger. And then I'm just going to go over to the text property box and align text center. Okay, so now we're going to make this the same orange color. So I went ahead and highlighted it. I'm going to go over to the text part of the properties box and go to color and effects. This fill color right here is black, and we're going to click the drop down menu and go to new color, which is the same orange that we used before. Alright, now for the second layer, which is the rock part. I'm just going to drag it over. As you can tell, I'm just kind of stacking them on top of each other. So for rock, I used the Lato hairline. So if you want to recreate this exactly the way that I did it, you would probably want to do a script font, a light font, or thin font, and then this one's Babes New, which is more of a thicker font. And then I just used the same font again. I made these little lines just to help balance it out. And how I did that was I went to this line tool right here, and I literally just drew a line and made sure it was far enough apart from it. And then I just copied and pasted, Command C, Command V, and moved that over to the other side. And then we basically have this, and then you just want to go back and tweak and make sure that everything's lined up. But that's basically how I made that stackable text. And then I just used the Lato font to make the scripture right here, you probably want whatever the Bible verse is to be smaller than the rest of everything else. And then I just dragged in this image from my desktop, which is the church logo. And now if we turn the eye off, we can see what the completed look looks like. And as you can see, there's kind of some tweaking that needs to be adjusted. I need to move this over some. Move this over. But there you go. There's your completed bulletin cover.